Crypto's Rich Boy. Today we're going to be talking about Neurai. But before we get started though, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below and share it with your friends. Now, I see Neurai, I heard about it a couple days ago. So I saw it on Mexi. I thought, a little disclaimer, I did pick some up, but I did a little bit of research and I wanted to continue that research on a video today. So let's go ahead and check out the price. We are at 51.95, so 0.00 5195 or half a penny. It is absolutely crazy because this has already come up quite a bit, 61x from the very beginning. So as we can see, it started in July, around July 7th. This is kind of when the hype of Pepe was ending. It took a couple days, but it did start coming up. It flatlined. So this is where they say the rounded bottoms pay the bills. So if we actually look at this, it's kind of like a rounded bottom right here. It started to come up and it absolutely exploded. This probably could be, from what I'm understanding, it probably was listed on some exchanges like Mexi. It's also listed on Safe Trade, CoinEx, and um, it also has, I've never heard of this one, Trade Orgy. So that is another one. The amount is $49.17 million invested into it. So it does have quite a bit. It does have, for a small cap coin, it does have around that amount that I kind of look for. I look for between 50 and 100 million. And when I put, some decent amount of money, sometimes for startups, I'll put, a lot less. If it has like maybe a couple thousand, couple 100,000, I'll put maybe 100, 200, 250. Because that's all you really need in these startup projects to really know if you're gonna make it or not. Some of them will go to, most of them will go to zero. Some of them will go skyrocketing. Like that's crazy. If you would have put $100 in here, guys, you guys would have had 6,000% gains. That is crazy. That's $1,000 to 6,000, or sorry, $1 to $6,000. So that's $10 to what, $60,000, and that would be $100 to six hundred thousand, I want to say. So that is absolutely crazy, 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 crazy. Yeah, it's over $600,000 for $100,000 investment. So, obviously, you probably wouldn't hold on. A lot of people wouldn't hold on for that exact amount of time. They would probably sell off profits little by little. Plus, when you actually get that much invested into a project, one, if you're if you're in a wallet and people can see that, a lot of people get nervous when people have too much, more than like 10%. I would say a lot of people get really nervous, and some people even stay away from projects like that. So that's why, another reason why it's smart for these people that get in early to kind of sell as you go up. Some people get lucky, and they sell very little and end up making millions. So it just depends on how that kind of works. So let's go ahead and take a look. Connecting the real world with blockchain. Neurai aims to be the platform to enable harnessing the power of AI algorithms for efficient data analytics, predictive modeling, decision making, and connectivity to IoT or LOT, one of them, devices using blockchain assets. So blockchain, AI, IoT, and global. So about us, Neurai was born with a clear objective to bring together the real world through IoT equipment developed by us and digital world through the Neurai blockchain. To these two important parts, we must add the ability to use AI to solve and identify the needs that want to explore through our own algorithms. So our initial needs to create Neurai were based on the fundamental principles: robust and proven code, proof of work for good distribution, ASIC resistance to avoid mining centralization, assets to manage and interact with IoT. Good documentation and libraries to have a good start. So, and the one chosen for this journey is Ravencoin. So, the which contains everything we're looking for and allows us to grow robustness, simplicity, and power. So, sorry guys, I'm trying to look the IoT, Internet of Things. Okay, so it is IoT, Internet of Things. That's what IoT stands for. I can't believe I didn't know that. Anyway, I probably did. But so yeah, so um the Neurai could have been a token on any chain, but the limitations and lack of transparency for distribution force us to build our own chain. So guys, this is a layer one. So that is actually pretty sweet in and of itself. I think more and more people are kind of stepping away from like Ethereum and these other layer ones, and they're trying to do their own thing. Which one I think it allows them to have more, how do you call it, control of their blockchain, and it allows them to be more decentralized. I feel like, I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong or tell me if you disagree, but I feel like Ethereum is becoming it's decentralized, but it's centralized in a way because a lot of these projects that are based on it, they have to use Ethereum, which is it's becoming kind of like a normal thing. It's kind of like the bank. Like you can't go take cash, you can't go pay your bill unless you go to like a bill pay place, or if you go to a bank. If you get cash, if you go mow your neighbor's lawn and you get 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 40 bucks to pay your bill, you're going to have to go to the bank, put the money in the bank, and then go on their website or go to um go to a bill pay place and give it to them. You have to go to a centralized location, right? You can't just earn like, hey, like I'll mow your lawn, send me some Norai, I'll go pay my bill with that. And even then, or send it to my wallet, which nobody else has access to, and I'll go pay my bill with that. So that is something that I have noticed in and of itself, that centralization and decentralization are kind of a matter of opinion, and more and more things are getting decentralized. But anyway, let's go back to decentralization and distribution is a very complex thing to achieve, just like I was saying. But we strongly believe that Satoshi's invention of the proof of work clearly solves this problem. And for now, there is nothing better to guarantee in the distributed network. So guys, so how to buy, the community, tokenomics, wallets, knowledge, and white paper. So how to buy, let's see, is this gonna go somewhere? Oh, I guess so. So you can get on Mexi, CoinEx, um, Zegex, TradeOrge, and Safe Trade. So guys, these have the different chains, and so some of them require KYC, some of them do not. So it depends on what you want to do. So let's see what else we got. So the tokenomics. So here's the tokenomics, the distribution over time. So there's 21 billion max supply. The style is micro halving. So when every 10 days, how much? 5%. So mined, first year 57%, second year additional 23%. The third year an additional 10%, an additional 6%, an additional 6%, and then sixth year additional 2%, and seventh year an additional 3%. So here's how much can be mined. So think, guys, we are in year one. So the majority of the coins or tokens are going to come out, right? And so every 10 days they have a halving. So every 10 days it's a 5% decrease. So that is pretty I think that's pretty brilliant. So a lot of people like the proof of work too, because it seems like it is just, I mean, that's how Satoshi wanted it. So a lot of people kind of, I've seen a lot of tokens, kind of going back to that. So right now we have about half the supply out according to the chart. Um, we're looking at another 7% coming out this year, and so it started, we got a little bit of ways to go, guys. We're not even, according to this, we're about halfway through the year, and so we got about 6 more months for 7 more%, which is not too bad. I think we're at kind of at a good happy medium. I think that's probably why, another reason why it took off is because the majority of the tokens were mined, so people felt a little bit more comfortable because they know it's kind of like a slow thing to come out. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Twitter or X. So 22.2 thousand followers, a bit of history. When I decided what to study, I chose electronics because of the connection it had to the real world. In computer science, this is diluted with universe of 0 and 1 itself, blurring the connection, and it was something that did not interest me. So I guess, this person, they were able to kind of get away from that and kind of go on to crypto. So machine learning in ESP32. Is it true that ESP32 microcontroller is limited in the power compared to a GPU of late generation? Um, but despite limitations, it is possible to realize small ML applications take advantage of the sensors that could be connected. So it seems like this is very um, technology, like physical, like hardware technology, um what's it called, implemented, right? So the dev team behind this really takes advantage of the hardware out there. So that's what I'm kind of getting from this. So Mexi, November 26th. So that is you know Mexi is one of those where I really like it because it comes out with those new projects before, like, most other exchanges are going to come out with it, before the Coinbase, before the KuCoin, before the Binance, before the crypto.com. And so once they get to those platforms, in my opinion, they've gone too far for the average day, right? It's going to take a massive momentum in the market where maybe Bitcoin goes from 30,000 to 38,000. Then those projects will go 10, 20, 30%. But I feel like Mexi, you can still get those projects to where they have 10x, 20x, 30x, 100x, 500x without the major bullish momentum. Now, don't get me wrong, I believe in the 4-year cycle. I believe the 4-year cycle. I feel like we are coming into that bullish part of the 4-year cycle, and I feel like it is up from here for the most part, right? We're gonna have those little dips. It's not gonna be up, 100%, but I feel like 70% of the time we're going to see 5%, 10% on a daily basis from this project or that project. Not the same projects, but, like, if you have 10 projects, you're going to see gains, I think, from 20 to 30% of those projects from on a weekly basis, that they're going to be on a positive. In my opinion, not financial advice. So this is one I think I'm gonna hold. I think I like what's behind it. I like that it's a layer one. I like that it doesn't really need it's a proof of work, so it's pretty sweet. It has AI, and it includes the Internet of Things, so IoT. Now that I know that, I'm going to kind of say that. So they also are doing giveaways. So there are 3 winners of $300, which is 46,000 XNA. So right now, let me see. Let me go. I'm going to go to my wallet real quick and see what that would be now. So wow, so right now that would be, yeah, that's about right. It's about the same. So, here are the 3 winners. Congratulations to those winners for that. So right now, let's see. It has been 10 days and we have another 5% micro halving. Inflation is decreasing. So this was on the 25th. So right now, guys, We are on block 31,000 or 316,800. So 220 days into it. So that is the official number. So right now we're about 220, what, 224, 225, something like that. And so the total supply is going to be just under that nine, what is it, 9 billion, I think, 9 billion. So that's the circulating supply right now. The total supply, like I said, is 21 billion. So it's actually the same. um no, it's not. No, it's not. Bitcoin has 21 million. This has 21 billion. So it is a little different. Okay. Um, so that is the chart if you guys want to take a look at that. So it goes from 170,000 to 161,000 tokens that are mined from these miners. So so that's pretty sweet, guys. So I think it's a pretty good project. I think it has a lot of check marks for me. Like I said, I did invest in it. I did a little bit of research, felt pretty comfortable, invested in it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And like this video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, guys.